Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of Smash Chat. Today we have Andu92.
What's up?
We have Brawl Master 012.
Hiya.
And we have MrOrangeJinjo.
Woo!
Okay, and today it's October 10th, and Sonic was just announced in Smash! 9 days ago! Yeah. I was off 9 days, but almost had it. Yeah, for those who couldn't guess why I was saying that, it's because October 10th, 2007 is when Sonic was announced to be in Brawl. So with Sonic
Well, exciting with a delay, I might add.
Yeah, that was to soften the blow in a way, I think. Because I know that softened it for me.
Didn't for me. Good times though.
Yeah, like I was saying though, I honestly thought this would be the best day. I was like, it's that day that happened back in 2007, Lost World's coming out in October. And then I heard about the Direct and I was like, they'll probably announce him for that. And as soon as I woke up, I went straight to Smash Brothers website and there he was. So, yeah, I'm kind of right. But hey, Sonic's back and I'm happy. But we're not really here to talk about him. That might be for another video. We're going to talk about what other third-party characters might make it into the next Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, there won't be that many because what Sakurai already said that we shouldn't expect a lot of third-party characters.
Right.
I'll be happy if we get 4, even just 4 characters. 5 I would love to see, but probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I think 5 could be stretching it. I think 4 is the maximum. If we get a third, I'd be kind of surprised in all honesty.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I'd say maybe 3 or 4.
Well, let's talk about what other characters will possibly get in, or which ones will probably have the best chance. Let's talk about Snake first. What are Snake's chances of him returning?
None.
Very, very slim at this point.
Slim.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a single chance of getting back in, just based on circumstance. He didn't really deserve to be in Brawl. It was only because he was supposed to be in Melee, back when Metal Gear Solid was actually on the GameCube.
Right. But that is the interest. There is an article that Sakurai put up, and I'm not sure how much this is going to relate to Snake, but it is something worth noting, and that is, in one of the interviews, he said that, as of right now, no characters from Brawl had been cut. He wants us to understand that he can't get every character back, but he's going to try to get as many of them back as he can. To me, it's like Snake's only hope is for Hideo Kojima to go back and say, hey, can I have Snake back in the game, please? At this point, it doesn't seem very likely that he'll be back. I'm actually just going to give like how I do on my reviews, I'm going to give a scale of where of how likely they'll be in. Like 5 out of 5 is very likely, 4 out of 5 is likely, 3 out of 5 is maybe, 2 out of 5 not likely, and 1 out of 5 is don't get your hopes up. And I'm going to put him at a 2 just because I never expected him in the first place. But hey, if they're friends and they work something out, that's his only chance. It's possible, just not very likely.
I don't know, I think just circumstance makes me want to say 0. I'm fully confident the game will release and we will not see a single shred of Snake. The only Snake you'll see is from Lucas. Huh?
That's assuming Lucas comes back at all.
Yeah, that's what we
very
need.
true.
More mother fans to go crazy.
Alright. Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you want to go ahead?
No. I was going to ask, did you guys want to say anything else? And of course, we need to hear from Brawl Master and OrangeJinjo about that.
Okay. Well, I'd say it's really hard to determine with Snake at this point because I think his chances are relying solely on if Sakurai wants to kind of renew that favor to Kojima. If Kojima wants him to be in again, I think it's pretty likely Sakurai will allow it again. But if he doesn't say anything or if for some reason Kojima doesn't want him in, I think it's pretty likely that he won't be in at all. But I think the biggest thing that's hurting Snake at this point is that he really hasn't had any major relations to Nintendo at all since Brawl. Like, I'm pretty sure there was only one Metal Gear Solid game that's been on a Nintendo console since then, and that was the port of Snake Eater on the 3DS, and even that isn't really much of a connection, so I'd have to say Snake's chances are probably a 2 out of 5. I wouldn't say it's completely impossible that Snake would come back, but at the same time, I don't think it's that likely. And that's really all I have to say.
As I said, I agree. OrangeJinjo, what do you think on the matter?
Pretty much the same thing. I think he does have at least some chance, but they're just slim.
Yeah,
2 out of 5.
Yeah, basically we're just gonna say Snake's chances of returning are not likely.
No.
It's possible, but it's in that almost in that area of don't get your hopes up and not likely.
Right.
And with that out of the way, we can talk about other third-party characters. And in my honest opinion, well, there's 2 rules about who can get in, and I'm gonna say that there should be like an unwritten rule. The 2 obvious rules, and I've stated this several times, and I think Sakurai has said it himself, but I can't find the link to it anymore. He said that 1, they have to have originated from a video game. Makes sense to
Right.
me. And they have to have been on a Nintendo console, and I mean that's just, that makes sense, of course.
Definitely.
However, I think there should be an unwritten rule, and that is Nintendo should be going to the third-party companies that are still supporting them, the companies that are still with them, which is why I think one of the biggest characters, or one of the most likely characters to get in is hopefully Rayman. If you've played Rayman Legends, I mean...
Yeah, I agree.
And,
I think Rayman
sorry.
Legends would have it, or Rayman would have a chance. It would be weird to see him in 3D again. That would be for certain.
I mean, it's just kind of funny because Ubisoft still completely supports Nintendo 100%, and Rayman Legends was actually a Wii U exclusive in Japan. That's kind of funny.
That Nintendo published.
Yeah, so it's like there's a close relationship right there. Rayman was wearing Mario's clothes. I think he'd be a great fit, honestly, and I think it would also help cement relations between Ubisoft and Nintendo. What do you guys think?
Well, I think that Rayman would be, but it would be a great gesture, just as a way of saying thank you for Nintendo, to say thank you to Ubisoft for their support on the Wii U. So I think he would definitely be a great character. In terms of like how he's designed, his style might be a little bit hard to adapt, but it wouldn't be completely impossible. So I think Rayman would make a nice kind of, he would make a nice addition in terms of just stylized. Like he has that kind of cartoony look that it would look good in 3D. Like he would fit in with the rest of the characters. It's just I'm not really sure if I'm picturing it yet, but I could definitely see the potential there. So I'd have to agree. I think he'd make a good fit.
Yeah, I think Rayman is the type of character who, if he was in, would have a competent enough moveset, and he would fit in with the universe perfectly fine. But I don't mean to be rude, but the point that you guys are bringing up is them cementing a relationship for Ubisoft for the Wii U. The way I look at the Smash roster is Nintendo looking long-term, as far as, I guess preferably backwards. When you have characters that have been NES exclusive, I don't know if they would base the character mostly on the fact that Ubisoft is supporting the Wii U, the 6th generation console. Really, in the grand scheme of, like, Rayman was exclusive, but Ubisoft delayed it just because they didn't care. They didn't think Nintendo was going to support Rayman. Nintendo fans, I should say, were going to support Rayman, so they delayed it.
Well, actually, I don't think that was the problem. The problem was the Wii U sales weren't doing so well, so they figured, oh, let's just put it on the other consoles.
So the Nintendo fans wouldn't be able to support the game because they wouldn't have the console to play it.
Yeah, that did kind of hurt, I have to say, but I understand their point.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for a roster that bases on Nintendo's entire life, I don't know if they would base it on Ubisoft is doing good, unless they do more Rayman stuff in the near future. Like if they announce another Rayman, but before Smash comes out, and it has some additional features for Wii U, like Legends had, then maybe that'll change. But I don't know if I could say, because at this point it just seems like another multi-console character that never had any real significance on a Nintendo console.
Yeah, I guess, but Ubisoft was also there, definitely supporting the Wii, so they were kind of in the past, but, not that big. Still, right. It feels like they're one of the only companies that are still there supporting Nintendo and are hoping that the Wii U succeeds. I would think that they're off to a good relationship, and I hope getting Rayman in there would definitely help increase that.
Right. I think it would be cool if you made it in. I'm not holding any expectations for it.
I have to agree there. I would like to see him in. I think he would fit, but at the same time, I'm not entirely sure if he's completely in the realm of possibility.
Right.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, OrangeJinjo, I haven't heard you comment on this part yet, so what do you think?
Pretty much the same thing. I mean, he's a character that would fit. I think he has maybe a decent chance of getting in, but again, I'm not gonna get my hopes up or anything. So.
All right, I would probably put him at maybe the 3 out of 5, the maybe section.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could say that.
That sounds like a good spot.
And there is the other third-party character that I'm thinking of, and well, I'll let somebody else pick out a character first, because I'm pretty sure somebody's going to say it, so I'll let them say it, so I'm not talking the whole time. Alright, who wants to go next? Who's got a character?
How about Professor Layton?
I was going to say that. Good call.
I've been hearing a lot for Professor Layton. Unfortunately, I don't have that much experience with him. And in fact, I don't have any. I just know that he's a big star, or getting there. He's like kind of a cult following, I guess. And he's been exclusive to Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so he's definitely got a good, solid relationship going there. I'm just not sure where I would put him at. He's definitely a worthy candidate. I guess I don't have much to say.
Well, I won't talk. I'll let him talk. It's his turn to. He brought it up.
I think Layton would be. I just think Layton would be an interesting character. I guess he could have. He could have an interesting moveset and all that. As far as his chances of getting in, I have no clue. I too don't know exactly how to put him in there, but I do know that there is a lot of...
It comes down to, for Professor Layton, if you played the games, there are a lot of minor things that you can incorporate into the moveset. Like, there's one point where he has a sword, so he could use a sword in his moveset to some capacity. I'm sure he wouldn't be against using his fists to some degree. That's up to whoever wants to make the moveset. But like, as far as like maybe a final smash, there's one point where he concocts this big old like machine gun turret that shoots out coins. So that seems like an easy final smash. The little tidbits are there. It'll have to be all story related. So people who haven't played the game wouldn't think it made a whole lot of sense. But I feel like there's minor things that you make enough of a moveset. If Captain Falcon can have a moveset, he never stepped foot out of his car besides cutscenes. I think Professor Layton could possibly do something. I don't know.
Yeah, and if Phoenix Wright can work in a fighting game, then so can he.
I don't know where to put him. I'm guessing like a 3 or a 2, to be honest. I'm not against him. I just think that there are probably some other third-party characters who might have a better shot. But Professor Layton is definitely an interesting character, and well, I don't really see anything wrong with it.
Right. I think it's a solid 3.
All right.
Around like a 2.5 or a 3 for me, I guess.
It's hard for me to really decide what I think about Layton, just because I have absolutely no experience with his series. I don't know what he's capable of in his games, and I can't really comment on any move possibilities. The only thing I could really see Layton is as possibly an assist trophy, or maybe having some kind of stage in the game, but at this point I can't really visualize him as a character, so I would have to say a 2 out of 5, but if they can make him work, I think he could be a great character. I don't have any ideas, and it's kind of hard for me to picture him being a character, so I'm not saying he has no chance, but I just don't really see it at this point. That's just me, though.
Alright, my only problem with that, though, is if you're going to get a third-party character in there, you don't make him the assist trophy. You make him the playable character, otherwise it feels like a waste.
That would just enrage me.
That would, yeah, I have to admit, that would instill some rage.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Mega Man has an assist trophy.
Oh, can you imagine if they did that for Brawl? They made like
Capcom, that wouldn't put it past them.
Oh, that's just like a shot to the heart right there.
Or just
for
a
me.
sticker.
Oh, no. It's rubbing salt in the wound there. Okay, who wants to go next?
I guess I could go.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Alright, this one also sort of teeters on being a sort of second-party character, but being really recent, I feel like they wouldn't put him in, but Wonder Red from Wonderful 101.
That is an interesting one. I haven't really heard many people suggest that.
So I don't know if they would consider how recent it is, but it's perfect.
I kind of agree with that because I've been playing the game myself. Finally got around to being able to play it. Oh man, My only problem is, what can they do for his full moveset? Would he be like relying on the other Wonder characters to be like the smashes or something?
It could be like, I guess certain Smasher just changes color for that second. Well, like you press up and B, and maybe it's like the upper sword, and he just changes blue for that moveset.
Oh, no. Up smash has to be Wonder Green. Just shoot directly up.
Yeah.
Or
and then you can use like the Wonder Whip for.
No. You're right. Use Wonder Whip as up B, so it can also be like a recovery.
Yeah. And then like maybe side B could be the Unite Gun, and like just for that second, when you do the move, he'll change the color. Because it can't be like Ice Climbers, where he has multiple characters controlling in one.
Right. They could possibly have it where you could select which of the Wonder characters you want to play as, and then just do what you said, like switch it off whenever you're doing a smash or something. Like, say if you wanted to start off as Wonder Blue or Wonder Green.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Like a different
Maybe.
costume sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe like kind of a Pokemon trainer thing where you can like start as one and then switch to the other ones.
There
like that.
is a topic about the Pokemon trainer as well as other switchable characters, but that's going to be a subject for another video. As long as I'm not proven wrong by then, that is because Sakurai has already said it's very hard for him to program multiple characters on the 3DS, and he was specifically stating characters like the Ice Climbers. Yeah. So I'm thinking, if that's a problem, is there a problem with the switchable characters? Does this mean we won't have a Pokemon trainer, or that they'll get their own select moveset? Does this mean that Zelda and Sheik won't be able to switch? And because the character roster is going to be the exact same in 3DS and Wii U, it's going to affect it's going to be for both. So I'm wondering how that's going to work out.
That's a good point, actually.
Wait and see.
That kind of totally makes my whole Wonder Red desire probably defunct, because the whole trying to consider the 3DS as part of the equation.
Yeah, and just watch. 2 days after this, they're going to announce the Pokemon trainer returning because of Pokemon X and Y. Just watch. It's going to happen.
As much as I would want to see Pokemon Chair, I just have this terrible feeling in my gut that they're just going to troll us and announce Jigglypuff.
Oh, he's a guarantee.
This gut.
I guarantee he's back. He's an original 12.
I mean, no, I don't mean any offense to anybody who uses Jigglypuff, but if they do that, I'm just gonna, really, Nintendo.
Oh no, he's coming back, and because he's now a new fairy type, who knows?
Ooh, yeah.
That could do something new.
Yeah, I want to see, like, Jigglypuff use Moonblast. There's your new Final Smash. But,
there you go. You yourself just confirmed why Jigglypuff will be back.
Yeah, I'm getting better at this. Alright, so basically the Wonderful 101, or Wonder... Chances are... I mean, yes, Platinum Games doing the game, they're very closely related, or they're very close to Nintendo now. And definitely would be interesting to see him work in there. I do feel like if he was in the game, that they should have announced him already to further help hype the game, because
yeah, true.
People still need to buy it. It's good. Buy it. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm loving what I've played so far, except for some minor camera angle problems. But other than that, I'm loving it. But I would probably, sadly, have to put him at somewhere between the 3 and 2 again, but probably on the 2, just because of the whole character limitations on the 3DS. As much as I would like to see him in, I would. I just don't think it's very likely.
Yeah, I want to say 4 because I would freak out if he got announced, but I guess circumstances make me want to just say 3.
And now that I've debunked it, he'll be announced tomorrow!
Oh my god.
Watch.
And then Mega Man 10 will be announced 5 days later.
Woo!
Oh man, and of course, saying the Toon Link will be replaced, and then the next day, here's Toon Link being called back. And of course,
Nope.
but the thing
He's
is,
back.
I'm actually happy about that. I'm actually happy he's back.
Just real quick with Wonder Red, I think he definitely has the potential to be there. I could see, if they put him in there, I could definitely understand why. I think he has a lot of potential to get in, but just, it's hard execution-wise, especially with what you brought up about the 3DS, how it would be difficult to incorporate more characters into one slot. So I would like to see Wonder Red. I think he could be a great character, but yeah, he has the potential. Just, I think the execution and actually making him a character would be kind of hard. So I'd say maybe 2 or 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I can see that. You know what would be funny, though, is because Wonder Blue is done by Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah.
It's-
Roger, why are you hitting yourself?
Yeah, and then and of course you have to use the line from the game. Hey, I've got a pain in the butt hedgehog to deal with here. He actually says that in the game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I actually just got to that part. So there's your inside joke. That'd be pretty cool. It's your turn now, so go ahead.
Okay, well, the character I was thinking is Geno. And the main reason I'm thinking is a lot of people wanted him in Brawl, and I just want to know, do you guys think his chances have changed at all since then? Do you think he's more likely, less likely? What are you guys thinking?
There's one thing in particular about Geno, and that is he does have a lot of fan demand behind him. If you ask me, Mega Man got in because of the fan demand. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you could not ignore how popular Mega Man and both Sonic were, but to be honest, Sonic was supposed to be planned for Melee, so I'm not sure if that really counts for him for Brawl, but, you know, Mega Man, I don't think you can argue with that. So, Geno was definitely one of the 3 most requested characters I saw for third-party characters for Brawl. It's possible he could return, and he's the most likely Square Enix character to return, or not to return, but to get in. I know somebody's going to say Sora in the comments, but let's face it.
Don't get me started on people who want Sora.
As much as I actually would like to see him in, he's probably not going to be there. Sorry. I'm just saying that right now. I'm not getting my hopes up like I did for Bomberman. I'm not doing that. But I will say this, though. If by the slightest miracle Bomberman actually gets in, I will upload a video of myself running down the street screaming at the top of my lungs, or just going, woohoo! Just,
I
Do
think
the
we all
arm
like
dance.
to see that.
I will make a
it's in
video.
video now. You can't take it back.
I will make
Take
that
it back
video.
now.
No, I'm not going to take it back. I will do it. I promise you, if Bomberman actually gets in, I will upload a video of myself running down the street, just going, woo!
And then we'll wait for the million fan remixes.
Has a better chance of happening than Sora, I can tell you that much.
Most
That's
likely.
true.
Uh,
Very true.
Oh, and you know what? I'll also put on the, you know that Sonic Colors pre-order bonus, the Sonic hat? I'll put that on.
Oh god.
I put on a Bomberman hat, but I don't have one. But,
So Geno.
yeah, back to Geno.
Yeah.
I'd say Smash is definitely one of the best places for him to return, especially since one of the guys who did Super Mario RPG said he had no desire to go back and do a sequel to it. He actually, there was an article for that. I gotta go find it. Hopefully I can put it in there. I don't mean to bring down anyone's chances or hopes of because of that for Geno or a sequel to Mario RPG. I just want to put that out there. It's not me who said it. It was the director or whoever it was. But Smash definitely feels like a great place for him to come back. I'm not sure about his chances, though. I'd probably put it in the 2 out of 5. I think it's kind of his chances are diminishing, especially since he hasn't really been relevant.
True. I think that's his biggest killer, is that he hasn't done anything since Mario RPG. Yeah, there was that cameo, but that doesn't really amount to much in the grand scheme of things. I would love to see Geno in, just because I think out of any Square Enix characters, Geno is the most likely of them, just because out of all of them, what other Square Enix characters have been in a game fighting alongside Mario? Not a lot of them. So I would say Geno is definitely the best candidate for a Square Enix character, but at the same time, that's his biggest problem, is that he hasn't been relevant in such a long time. His chances haven't changed any since Brawl, I'd say, just because he hasn't been in a game since Brawl. He hasn't been in a game before Brawl, so it's really hard to say. I mean, I'd say since we got Mega Man in this one, that was kind of a big surprise for some people. Some people weren't really surprised by that, but, you know.
I think we were more excited than surprised, if anything.
Yeah. If anything, I'd say we'd be more surprised if Geno got in the next one. So we would say, oh, we got Mega Man this time, and oh, next one we got Geno. But again, I'd say if Geno's chances were to be increased at all, he would have to be in a game. And at the end of the day, that's up to Square Enix to decide if they want to use him or not. So as much as I would like to see Geno in, I don't think he has that much chance. I'd give him a 2 out of 5. I won't hold my breath for it, but if he does, I will be very happy. Oh, let's just say that. I will be very happy if he makes it in.
And see, that's another thing I think you have to wait a little bit for circumstance, because my thought process is now the 3DS has Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi. What if, on the off chance at E3 next year, they announce a new Mario RPG, just a straight up RPG for the Wii U, and it's like a callback to the original?
Yeah.
And Intelligent Systems is apparently working on a Wii U game. What if it's actually a Mario RPG and they just got the licensing from Square Enix?
That would be so surprising.
You never know what could happen.
Yeah.
True.
Anything. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I never would have thought that they would ever put Snake in Smash Bros. If somebody told me they should put Snake in Brawl before he was announced, I would have laughed at them. And, I think anybody else would have done the same thing.
You would have thought they were crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's like something out of left field, but no, it's like anything at this moment. I don't want to say, as long as they've met those requirements, it's possible. The only characters who've actually met those requirements but still won't be allowed are rare characters, and I don't think we need to talk about them. We don't need to talk about Banjo-Kazooie as much as I would love to see that. It's not going to happen.
No.
And let's see, I think everybody said theirs, but I think there's one more third-party character we definitely need to talk about. I think it's probably the most likely.
Yeah.
It's got to be Pac-Man.
Yeah.
I mean,
the only one out of this entire conversation that is like 90% gonna make it in.
Yeah, and you know what? A friend actually showed me a leak. I know, and I'm just gonna say right now, take it with a grain of salt. But what the leak was, it was before E3. They posted it. The date was there, but they said that there were 6 characters that were gonna show. Unfortunately, I can only remember 5 of them, and he got 3 of them right off the bat. Oh my!
I remember that. Yeah.
He got the Animal Crossing villager. He got Mega Man, and he got the Wii Fit trainer. The person specifically said
that is impossible. How does that happen? Who is this guy or girl?
He named 2 more characters. One of them was Little Mac. However, I'm gonna say right now, I'm starting to doubt Little Mac's chances just because of the villager. If you've seen his forward punch and the fact that he's using the balloon fighter balloons as a recovery, I'm thinking they're using him as a way as mixing old NES characters in one. I could be wrong. However, I would also like to think that the boxing ring is not really a boxing ring. I think that's a wrestling ring. So that's my guess.
Oh, okay. Hulk Hogan from him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But the other one was Pac-Man, which right now seems obvious. I think out of all the characters, as we've all said, he's definitely the one who's going to get in, or definitely has the highest chance. Sakurai has said that you should not expect a slew of Namco characters. They don't get special permission, but he said don't expect a lot of them, which basically means that it's still possible to have at least one of them.
Yeah.
And of course, you have to go with the big guy. You have to go with the yellow circle who's chewing on ghosts. You've got to go with Pac-Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd say chances are definitely within the 4 or 5 out of 5 range. It's just that likely. What do you guys think? Same?
Same.
Yeah. Well, has anyone here played any of the Pac-Man games? Not the arcade games, but anything like post the original arcade, like Pac-Man World or something?
You know what?
I've heard very good things about them.
I actually have Pac-Man World 2. I just never got around to playing it.
Well, see, that's the thing. Anyone who has played them will know that he has enough of a moveset to make it in Smash Brothers. Pac-Man World 3, he was all fisticuffs. So he was up in your face punching you and stuff. There's a kick move that he has. He has his spin dash-like move. He can throw power pellets at people. It's obvious what his final smash would be.
Hey, wait a minute. Did that Pac-Man game already come out?
Go Play Adventures comes out end of the month. So there's a whole cartoon. So he's still relevant for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay,
Especially with his new design and everything.
Should I just be gutsy and say they're going to announce him right, like, the week before it comes out?
That.
I'd be surprised if they announce any brand new characters, to be honest with you, by the end of the year. They just content announcing previous characters.
Well, I don't know about that, because September was like a shocker. Usually they were like announcing only one character, but then they announced Peach and Toon Link, and then like a week after, here comes Sonic.
Yeah, but previously known characters. I'd be surprised if they announce characters we don't know about.
If they showed any newcomers.
Yeah.
But what I would expect is if they do another like January Direct where they just do a mega blowout, then I would say that's where we see Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Because he's a given. Anyone who's played the games would know. And for all you know, like Ghost of Gaslight or whatever the heck the game is called, he like has all these transformations like Mario has. Like there's a metal Pac-Man, there's like a balloon Pac-Man. So it's like he has all the chances in the world of having a full moveset.
It's funny though, when I see his transformations, I can't help but think of Kirby. I don't know why.
No, you're not wrong. Big ball turning into stuff.
Yep.
Just for the record, I've never played, like I said, I've never played Pac-Man World 2, but I'm probably playing it right now just so I'll have footage of him.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Enough of a chance.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty much all the basic third-party characters. There's definitely a lot more, but I think these are the ones that always get brought up the most. And out of all of them, Pac-Man is basically the definite guarantee. I would love to see Lloyd Irving, but I don't think... I think if they're only allowed one character per company, then yeah, we're not going to see him. We're going to see Pac-Man.
And also the Tales of Symphonia remake is not coming to Wii U, so...
I have no idea why they're not doing that.
I don't know either, but that sort of makes it obvious that Lloyd won't make it.
Pretty much at this point, yeah.
Well, you can always play Super Smash Flash.
There you go.
Yay.
Fan projects, alright. Alright, well, I think that does pretty much cover up everything in this Smash Chat. Except, I did say we would try to read off of the comments from the previous video, doing that, but basically when looking at it, I think there was only one comment based on the last Smash Chat, the online and what they can do for it. Only one comment I've got from that. Everybody else was just basically like, I agree.
And I think we're all just desperate to see better online.
I agree. But this one from Frogger888, this person said online tournaments arranged by series that could sign up in Miiverse or in-game would be pretty awesome. Which I think would be pretty cool to have like a tournament that you could sign up for on Miiverse. That's a really cool idea.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking, because they're already kind of doing that. I know Wii Fit does it, where you can make in-game communities, just into like private communities that I think you may need a password for. I don't know, but it just posts about, I think, just Wii Fit, but it's only that a select few people can see. I want to say Mario Kart's going to do the same thing. It would make sense, but I feel like if Smash Brothers had that, they can do tournaments easily.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Smash is definitely built for a community. But there we go, and I think now we finally covered it, and in the next video, we'll whoever joins me in that one, talk about what third-party character you want to see, and the chances that you think they are. Not how badly you want to see them, just the chances, because, I mean, I barely even talked about Bomberman, and I think his chances are pretty much dead at this point. As much as I would love to see him, it's not going to happen. That's just me being realistic. But like I said, I will put up that video of me running down the street, just going, woohoo! Hey, let's just see what happens. Alright, thanks again guys for joining me on this.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.